Hey, what's up? Good afternoon to all Young Restless fans on YouTube. I'm Justin Fleming. I'm here to give you my review on today's Young the Restless, Monday, August 28th, 2017. Now, today's Young the Restless was pretty up to a good start. It was okay, but it was a little stupid. Now, Sharon today, she stops into the ranch to complain about Victor escalating things with Nick. Victor doesn't want to be lectured, but Sharon points out that it also affects her. She muses that for someone who claims to put property first, and he sure doesn't act that way. And Victor suggests Sharon get custody of Faith, so she'll be at the ranch. Sharon won't let him tell her how to deal with her ex. She mentions Christian, and Vic vows he won't let anyone keep him from his grandson. You know what? Where the hell is Christian anyway? I mean, this show is going. This show is going. He has been harassed and is hanging with Charlie and telling war stories. Family horror stories is one to keep each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just stupid. What happened to Christian? I wish this sequel would be over with, and so Victor will be exposed. Now, next one. At the penthouse, Chelsea looks on as Nick tries to convince Faith to give the new living situation a shot. Faith says she wants to go back to the ranch and asks Nick to take her to see Grandpa. Nick replies that's not going to happen. Chelsea pipes up that it might be a good idea, and the girl perks up. You know, this girl, Faith is a spoiled little brat. She never preached. I understand why. What has Victor done? I understand why she's taking all her heat, why she dislikes her father than Chelsea. I understand why. She never preached. Faith never preaches about her Victor, but just to Nick. Victor's still manipulating Faith to ease his consciousness by kicking her father and off of the property. He's now telling her that she comes to visit and it will be a special, but at least he did special. This girl, she's spoiled. I don't understand why these writers didn't put a teenage Faith on the show. They have the show has a teenage Reed, a teenage Faith. Teenage Reed and Maddie. Teenage Reed, teenage Maddie, and teenage Charlie, but they don't have a teenage Faith. All these they're the only ones who have a soap opera syndrome. The characters of Reed, Faith, and Maddie, but just Faith. That's stupid. Stupid. I hate. Can't believe what these writers are doing. Now, next one. Later, Jordan arrives and Chelsea fills it in. He's surprised Nick didn't tell Faith Victor kicked him out, but she insists that it is the right thing. She's sure eventually that they'll feel like a family. He mentions dinner with Lily and her kids, and is concerned that she'll learn of his past. Chelsea reassures him. Jordan admires her taking the leap for someone else's angry kid. She agrees it's a leap. I hope Jordan does sleep with Lily, and that will be by Ryan Kane's face and Lily's face. I can't wait until they heat up both of them, Lily and Jordan. It's gonna be hot because that's gonna blow right in Kane's face. Now Dina enters Jack's office and questions him about having her analyze Jabot's cells compared to Braxton Sassing. She wonders if this is about Billy, and goes on to complain about Phyllis still working on there while her brother's band. They bicker. Dina sniffs about Jack not emulating John. Jack growls that his father was a better man than him. You know what? Jack needs to get over himself. He really does. I mean, he needs to start getting all of his anger over Billy. I mean, he's the one that slept with his father's wife, Jill. So he needs to just get over his anger with Billy and forgive him. But I know that's gonna go. I mean, he's going. Jack is going way too far now. But I know Billy's gonna have something up his sleeve to get back at Billy. I mean, get back at Jack. Because I just wait until there will be pictures of him and Nikki kissing, and that will be exposed, and Victor's not gonna like it. That would be good for Billy. It would be good for Jack. See how that feels. Now, in Ravi's office, he asks Ashley about her intense conversation with Dina. She says it has to stay between her and her mother. In Down and Brush and Sassy, Billy tries Dina's password again, but is denied access. He takes a call from Phyllis, but lets her go as Victoria arrives. Vicky wants ideas, so they talk shop. Billy alludes to a risky idea. He tells her about Dina's password. Victoria chirps that he needs a Jabot computer to get in. Billy realizes she's thinking of Phyllis's laptop she brings home at night. And he tells her in. Victoria thanks him for going extreme mile, and they embrace. And up at Jabot, Phyllis enters Jack's office. Dina says it's never a good time for her and tires her out. Phyllis and Jack get into it about Brash and Sassy, and he complains she should want all or nothing, as Victoria pulling out all the stops. Lauren, I hope, I really hope, Phyllis will be exposed, cause she's just trying to get Victoria away from Billy by getting Hockman in her place, cause you know what this is, but Phyllis is doing to Victoria over Billy is the same way she did to Sharon over Nick. A lot of you, I know some of you remember that. What she did to Sharon, what she's doing to Billy and Victoria is what she did to what she's doing to Sharon, Victoria and Billy is the same way she did Sharon and Nick. I know some of you agree. She's trying to keep them. She tried to keep Nick and Sharon apart. Now she's trying to keep Billy and Victoria apart. It's true. Now Lauren arrives and Jack invites her in for a proposition. She wants priority shelf space for new products over at Brash and Sassy's. Lauren thinks Jack is targeting Billy. She asks Phyllis to step out and informs him she won't screw over Brash and Sassy. His products will have to prove themselves against theirs. She makes her way to Ravi's office, and Ash leaves, and Dina tells Ravi she knows that they're talking about her. Ravi hopes that they'll work things out. And after in the corridor, Ashley reassures Ravi she's going to handle this on her own. I know some of you think it's disgusting. You say it's really disgusting between Ashley and Ravi because the age differences. The age, because Ravi is like 27 and Ashley's like 58 or something. But there's a lot of May December romances out there, like because I have a father who was born in 1963 who's married to a woman either born in 1978 or 82. So he's like 50 something and she's like my dad's like 50 something and her wife is like her new wife is like 39 or 35. My parents are divorced anyway. They divorced like around 2000 something, I don't think so. Now next one, Nick brings Faith to the ranch. He and Sharon watch. and Faith hops onto the sofa beside Victor enthusiastically and takes her off to the stables. Sharon warns Nick about putting Faith in a position to choose. He says she's right, but someone's not making it very easy. They agree there's been a huge change for Faith, and Sharon reveals that she won't add the news to Scott onto it. She urges Nick to summon his Gandhi, and in the stables, Vic tells Faith that Chelsea's a good person, and asks her to apologize to her dad and respect him. When they return to the house, Nick offers Faith to stay at Sharon's for a few days, but Faith wants to go say sorry to Chelsea. Victor is proud of Faith and goes to hug him. Come on, that's Victor. Victor is still manipulating Faith to ease his consciousness about kicking her father and off of the property. He's telling her now that when she comes to visit, it will be special. But at least he did tell her to apologize to Nick for how she talked to him. But that was just to make sure Nick will still allow him to access to her and Christian. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that Nick punished her. It's a good thing he punished her by making Faith apologize for Chelsea what she just said. Now he wants to tell her what's bothering her. But at this point, the boy is afraid to say anything. But like I said, she never judges about her grandfather. Faith never preaches to grandfather, but she doesn't preach. She preaches to Nick, but not to her grandfather Victor. It's a shame. It's all because of his brain, how he brainwashed Faith. Victor got to Faith real good. But I don't understand what these writers are doing. I can't believe. I really wish they had a teenage Faith on the show. That's what the problem is. Now, Billy arrives home and kisses Phyllis before carrying her up to the bedroom. After he nips down on the computer when she's showering and gains access to Bo's files. And then Victoria drops into Jack's office and suggests that they'll be kept comparators if she plans on continuing to see her mother. And Dina appears and quarrels about Rash and Sassy and Billy. Vicky reiterates they should be friendly neighbors. What do you say, Jack? He narrows his eyes, but shakes her hand. Man, here's my final thought. Here's my final thought on today's today's Young and the Restless. Now you've done it, Billy. He's done it. Now you've done it. Phyllis will find out Phyllis is going to find out you're not trustworthy. You're not trustworthy. But I know she's going. But I hope she really does find out it was you using her computer to scheme against her place of employment. I never thought Billy would help Victoria at Phyllis's expense. But Bill, I know some of you think that Billy and Phyllis have no chemistry. I'm no fan of the couple. I know they have no chemistry. They have no chemistry at all. And Victoria has a double agenda. First she wants to get caught. She wants Billy to get caught so Phyllis will break up with him. But I hope Phyllis will get exposed. She's trying to get Hockman in Victoria's place. I hope Billy will break up with Phyllis. And I know there's gonna be a real fight between Victoria and Phyllis on the show. And there is no way, she's gonna there's no way that she's gonna let her get away with it. No way. Because there's gonna be some hell to pay. I'm pretty sure of that. So that's my little review on today's Young and the Restless. So subscribe to me, Justin Fleming. Have a good afternoon. I'm out of here. Peace. Harvey's office.